Where are we? Is that Judge Benedict Harrison?
Yeah, I'm starting to feel deep anxiety. Uncle Philip, what is this?
Is that my husband? Why is he here?
Hey, get us out of here right now.
Judge, please let us go.
You all are about to be held in contempt of court if you don't shut up. Ming Li, your husband had to come here, 'cause I told him to. Your daughter is at school. First of all, I'm not letting any of you go until I'm through with you all. Secondly, you're all in court for your crimes. Third, don't act stupid. Ming Li, you are convicted of misdemeanor, trespassing, terrorism, property destruction, and even attempted child abduction. What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, my daughter Mei Lin Li is a bad girl. She was hustling the panda to entertain the school. She needed her pads to keep her from fecal incidents. She went to Four Town. Not only that, she even drew a picture of a boy from the Daisy Mart. I only did that because that boy she drew could be illegal.
Are you kidding me? You did not just bring pads. You were embarrassing the shit out of your daughter for no reason. You've been very overprotective and she didn't like it. Your daughter is not a bad girl. You're a bad girl this whole time. She hustled the panda for good reasons. And she is not a baby. She doesn't need pads. But you didn't care. Darla Sherman, you're convicted of a few things: manipulation. What do you have to say for this matter?
I'm just a child, okay? I wanted a pet fish. That's it. God, you're annoying.
Watch your mouth, young lady. I'm this close to holding you in contempt of court. So you better keep your flap shut. Young spoiled brat.
Hey. You hurt my niece's feeling and made her cry. What do you think you're?
I didn't say you can talk, Philip Sherman. You are convicted of kidnapping. What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, I kidnapped Nemo, because I thought he would die in the ocean. I thought Nemo was in danger. You've seen me as a green scuba diver.
Being a scuba diver has nothing to do with the fact that you illegally kidnapped Nemo. He wasn't in danger until you stole him from a single dad. Marlin, your daughter is so entitled, that she killed her last fish, after shaking a bag so violently, that the fish stopped living, and went belly up. You should realize your niece is evil. Ercole Visconti, you are convicted of harassment, psychological abuse, child abuse, animal cruelty, incrimination, and endangerment. What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, I'm not sorry for what I did. Juliet made friends with Luca and Alberto for no reason. She threw up years ago at the bike race. It turns out her friends are sea monsters. So Guido, Sicchio and I hunt for sea monsters to keep our home safe.
Ercole, first of all, you're the one being a monster. By attempting to kill Julia's friends, that's what made you a danger to public safety. That's a crime. Shame on you. No pleading. Obviously, you're all adjudicated guilty of your crimes. Ming Li, for being overprotective, misdemeanor, trespassing, you are sentenced to 24 years in prison.
24 years? In solitary confinement? That's not fair. That sentence is too long.
Shut up, Ming Li. Darla, for murdering your past, fish and even attempting to murder Nemo, you are sentenced to 5 years in juvenile detention center.
Now I'm gonna be in detention center until I'm 13.
Philip Sherman, for kidnapping Nemo, and giving Nemo to Darla, whom she almost killed, you are sentenced to 40 years in prison, and you're forever fired from your job as a dentist.
No. I loved being a dentist since I got the job. Now that's redundant. Now someone is gonna take over my job.
Ercole Visconti, for psychological abuse, assault, battery, animal cruelty, and endangerment, you're sentenced to 20 years in prison.
No, I'm only 16 years old. Now I'm gonna miss 2 decades of winning in a bike race. I'll have to wait behind bars until I'm 36.
Like I already said before, I don't care. Police, take them away. You can leave now.
Hey, what is going on? Why is the judge mad at us?
I should be recording the news reporter explaining the news.
And I should be opening the restaurant. Linguini and Colette are gonna wonder where I am.
Enough talking, all of you. You three and the other 6 villains are brought here because of your actions. And now, it's about time to hand out the consequences. Anxiety, you are convicted of false imprisonment, kidnapping, trespassing, manipulation and deception. What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, as you see, since Riley turned 13, we were added to headquarters. We've kicked out the old emotions because we assumed Riley doesn't need them anymore. Joy doesn't need her. I did all that because Joy was making Riley a complete fool out of herself. She deserved all of that.
That was the stupidest thing you ever did. You kicked out Joy and her friends because you corrupted Riley. You snatched Riley's good self and threw it all the way to the dump. You should realize that you're putting too much pressure on her. She almost had a heart attack, and she could have died from that. You should be charged with attempted murder. Hal Stewart, you are convicted of mass murder, public endangerment, usurpation, assault and battery, stalking, theft, terrorism, mass property damage and kidnapping. What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, I've been trying to woo Roxanne Ritchie. But instead, it never worked. She decides to love Bernard over me, which turned out to be Megamind. I became a superhero to impress Roxanne, but she still didn't like me, so that's why I attempted to destroy Megamind for tricking me, and Roxanne for not liking me.
How, are you kidding me? That's how you became a villain? You, Megamind and Roxanne remind me of Beauty and the Beast Gaston. You've been trying to get Roxanne to love you. How? You are clearly the worst person ever. Megamind only tricked you and Roxanne to make you a hero, but instead, you decide to turn evil for feeling rejected. Shame on you. Chef Skinner, you're convicted of animal cruelty, abuse of power, attempted theft, attempted sabotage, assault and battery, kidnapping and non-consensual deoxyribonucleic acid. What do you have to say for this matter?
Fine, I admit. Linguini brought a rat to my restaurant. I asked him to kill it, but instead, the rat uses him as a puppet of some sort. Afterwards, I've sent the health inspector.
What you're not understanding is that Linguini needed Remy, otherwise he could lose his job. You don't want to see him get fired. Oh, wait, you do. Because you'd like to do that. You've been very abusive towards him and the others. You've been attempting to kill animals in a very cruel way. You're clearly the most abusive man ever. Shame on you. Now, I call Joy from inside out to the stand.
Anxiety, I can't believe you would kick us out from headquarters and falsely put us to Riley's secret vault. Seriously, you just need to admit that Riley needs us too. You're mentally sick in the head. I hope Riley removes you from headquarters. I ask the judge to give you prison time until nostalgia is allowed in headquarters. That's all I have to say, Your Honor.
Now to call Megamind to the stand.
Oh my god, Hal Stewart, I can't believe you would destroy Metro City just because Roxanne doesn't want to love you. That's not how love works. Seriously, I would fix the damage, but I did make a big mistake making you a hero. I wish you were never a hero to begin with. You ought to be ashamed for destruction of Metro City. What is wrong with you? You're supposed to be a hero, who saves the city from ruin, not ruin the city yourself and act like a supervillain. No wonder Roxanne thinks you're such a waste of breath. I hope Hal is removed from his job as a cameraman and gets life in prison with no chances of parole. That's all I have to say, Your Honor. And Roxanne, hope you can forgive me. I bet they're all guilty.
Megamind is right. Since I adjudicate you all guilty, let's go through the sentencing. Anxiety for false imprisonment, kidnapping, trespassing, manipulation and deception. You are sentenced to 6 years in the detention center, and 4 years of probation. Hal Stewart, for mass murder, public endangerment, usurpation, assault and battery, stalking, theft, terrorism, mass property damage, kidnapping and attempted populicide. You are sentenced to 7 years and 6 months in detention center, and 3 years of probation. And Skinner, for animal cruelty, abuse of power, attempted theft, attempted sabotage, assault and battery, kidnapping and non-consensual deoxyribonucleic acid. You are permanently removed from your job as a cook, and you're sentenced to 5 years in prison without probation. Cops, take them away.